Guys, today I just wanted to go over some of the intercity teasers that we've had, because I think some of them could actually show who the antagonist of the first part of intercity will be. The one in particular is Danica and Bitsy, official Piggy intercity teaser trailer. So in this teaser, there are two new characters you were introduced to. Danica the dog and Bitsy the bat. These characters seem to have some pretty interesting banter going on. Like, it's kind of like Willow and Tigery's relationship at the end of Piggy Book 2. As you can see, both of them are female, but also they both have fingers, which is interesting. So now we can tell based off the eyelashes. I guess this clears up a few things, like why Willow can hold a gun, but anyways. So Danica finds a missile, which, I don't know how. How do you find a missile in the building? Anyways, a door opens, and you get introduced to a new character, well, an old character, with some very creepy music. Now, I'm not sure, but Kitty may or may not be the primary antagonist of the first part of intercity, considering the fact that Kitty is the one who's leading a group, and then when Danica goes to Kitty, the recording of the camera cuts with this staticky footage. Now, as we can see, this is clearly the morning, 9:31 AM, which means that they do not go out supply hunting at night, which could be important. But anyways, let's move on to the next teaser. So here's the one for actual intercity. This is the character customization. And it is interesting. There are so many different options you can choose from. You can use crystals to buy more character cosmetics. Well, the music, as Michi says here, is just a placeholder. However, it's still quite interesting to see how many options there are for customizing. So anyways, after customizing a character, you get to give it a name. Michi chooses Tigery the Second for this one. And then some of the side quests. We're going to skip the quest in 2021 part. There is dialogue, there are sound effects for talking. I think maybe some of the characters will have actual voice actors, so I'm not really that sure. You get introduced to Gene the Giraffe, who could also just be Giraffe. Who knows, maybe Giraffe's name was Gene all along. So your choices are important, and also they are infected. Now, my theory for why they didn't notice Minitoon here is because, not because he was crouching, but because he was behind something. Now, I'm pretty sure if you're closer to crouching, they will be able to see you, like, they will start chasing you. However, if you're quite far away and crouching, you should be fine. Also, I love how you just get teleported back to the fort. So yeah, that's the second teaser. Now, the third teaser, which will probably be one of the most important ones, despite it being the first one released. So it starts off with sirens and missiles. as in a destroyed city, which looks kinda similar to the port, which could confirm the Piggy city takes place near the port. Then you can see this weird looking character. Now, I don't know how much of a drastic turn Piggy City takes to go from just a bunch of survivors in the little camp to this, but it's gonna be epic. And the animation, it's top notch. And the character turns infected. So my prediction for the release month, probably November, because Piggy already has some stuff confirmed for October and December. However, Minitoon has stayed quiet about November, which could mean Intercity has a November release month. I also think the trailer will probably release around end of September, start of October. But that's just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think, and have a nice day. Bye.